Hello, here is the news of this hour from Tstv. I am Olaide Amosin. Here are some major headlines. Oyo tertiary institutions commend Makinde over governing council appointment. CBN moves to ban importation of maize. On the foreign scene, United States Supreme Court allows federal executions to resume. And in the world of sports, 20 Nigerian women's teams receive $194,30,000 FIFA fund. And now the news in details. The Joint Action Committee, JAC, of all trade unions and the 6 state-owned tertiary institutions in Oyo State has commended Governor Seyi Makinde over the recent constitution of the governing councils for each of the institutions. JAC made the commendation after a meeting on Friday held at the Emmanuel Alayande College of Education, Erulu and Oyo. However, JAC implored them to discharge their duties with utmost fear of God and love of humanity. They also urged Governor Makinde to equip the councils with the necessary policies and wherewithal that would make them discharge of their duties with ease. Meanwhile, with the constitution of the governing councils, JAC believes that most issues yet to be resolved in the sector will be promptly resolved. Former member of the House of Representatives, Honorable Banji Folarami, has rejected his appointment as a member of the Governing Council of Emmanuel Alayande College of Education by Governor Seyi Makinde. Banji, a former member of the ECOWAS Parliament, stated that he rejected the appointment because he strongly believes it was an attempt to relegate him politically. He noted that based on his political record and efforts as a chieftain of the party, it was impossible for him to take the appointment. He also expressed surprise that Governor Makinde failed to fulfill his promise. He, however, noted that though the governor is yet to contact him, he is still a member of the ruling party in the state. The Nigerian Army has approved new postings and appointments of its senior officers, with new general officers commanding, new principal staff officers, and new corps commanders announced in Abuja. In a statement by the Acting Director of Army Public Relations, Colonel Saji Musa, noted that the posting, which is approved by the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, involved 57 major generals, while several brigadier generals and colonels were also affected. Also, a routine or normal exercise intended to reinvigorate the system for greater professional effectiveness and efficiency. He said, consequently, Major General Lucky Irabo, formerly the Chief of Training and Operations at Defense Headquarters, DHQ, Abuja, is now Commander. Training and Doctrine Command Mina and appointed Commander, Major General F.O. Agugo, formerly the General Officer commanding 6th Division of the Nigerian Army, Port Harcourt, is redeployed to Headquarters, Nigerian Army Signal Corps, Apapa, Lagos. As Corps Commander signals, Major General J.O. Irefin, formerly the General Officer commanding 81 Division, Nigerian Army, Lagos, is also appointed the new GOC Headquarters, 6th Division, Port Harcourt. Major General J.O. Akomolafe, formerly Commander Nigerian Army, Armor Corps, Bauchi, is redeployed to Defense Headquarters, Abuja, and appointed as Chief of Defense Standards and Evaluation. Suspension of retirement, Major General Chike Ude, one-time Force Commander, Multinational Joint Task Force, is redeployed from the Nigerian Army Resource Center, Abuja, and appointed as the Chief of Defense Training and Operations, while Major General H.R. Momo from Defense Space Administration, Abuja, is redeployed to Army Headquarters and appointed Deputy Chief of Policy and Plans Director, Special Duties. Brigadier General K.A. Kazir has been posted from Headquarters, Nigerian Army Engineers, to Headquarters 43 Engineers Brigade as Commander. Brigadier General M.U. Abdullah moves from Nigerian Army Intelligence and Cyber Warfare School to 58 Signal Brigade and appointed Commander. All the postings and appointments is set to take effect from 20th July 2020. While wishing all the officers well in their respective appointments, the Chief of Army Staff enjoins them to take their new responsibilities and appointments seriously and discharge all duties professionally with utmost loyalty to the nation and the service. The Central Bank of Nigeria has directed all authorized dealers to discontinue the processing of Form M for the importation of maize with immediate effect. The CBN made this known in a circular signed by Dr. Uziomena Naji, the Director of Trade and Exchange Department of the Apex Bank in Abuja. Form M is a mandatory statutory document to be completed by all importers for the importation of goods into the country. The Apex Bank directed all authorized dealers to submit the list of Form M already registered for the importation of maize. The bank enjoined the dealers concerned to do so on or before the close of business on Wednesday. They explained that the step was part of CBN's efforts to increase local production and stimulate a rapid economic recovery. The bank also saddled that the measure was to also safeguard rural livelihood and increase jobs which had been lost due to ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Moving on to the foreign scene, the United States Supreme Court has cleared the way for the first executions of federal prisoners in 17 years. Several executions were delayed after a judge ruled on Monday that there were still unresolved legal challenges against the Justice Department. In a statement at the time, Attorney General William Barr said the Justice Department opposed the rule of law, owes it to the victims and their families to carry forward the sentence imposed by our justice system. The Trump administration's move has been criticized as a political decision, with campaigners expressing concern about cases being rushed. The last inmate executed by federal death penalty was Louis Jones Jr., a 53-year-old Gulf War veteran who murdered 19-year-old soldier Tracy Joy McBride. Certain crimes, such as counterfeiting currency or mail theft, are automatically tried at a federal level, as are cases in which the United States is a party or those which involve constitutional violations. The son of Mali's embattled president, Ibrahim Boubacar Keïta, a target of popular anger in the fragile West African state, resigned as chair of the parliament's Defense Committee on Monday. Karim Keïta left the role as the government faces a growing protest movement sparked by the outcome of parliamentary elections in March and April, but whose underlying causes include discontent over its handling of Mali's jihadist insurgency. A protest in the capital, Bamako, on Friday turned violent after protesters blocked bridges and attacked the parliament building. Clashes persisted over the weekend and through Monday, with the protesters calling on President Boubacar to resign. It was reported that 11 people died and 124 have been injured since the unrest began, according to staff at a major hospital. On Monday, Karim Keïta said in a statement that he would resign as Parliamentary Defense Committee chair because he no longer wants to figure in arguments raised by political opponents. And in the world of sports, 20 Nigeria Women's Football League clubs will benefit from FIFA's Solidarity Fund. The fund is meant for teams who helped develop players that represented their countries at the 2019 Women's World Cup in France. According to a statement from FIFA, the sum of $194,030,000 will be shared among the 20 Nigerian teams eligible, which are Rivers Angels, FC Robo, Bayelsa Queens, and Nasarawa Amazons, while 17 other clubs will be paid for their role in training and developing players who featured for the Super Falcons at last year's tournament in France. Rivers Angels topped the list of clubs with the highest earnings with $45,500, while Nasarawa Amazons and FC Robo Queens will receive $27,530 and $27,100 respectively. Delta Queens are entitled to $15,080, just as Core City Babes and Invincible Angels will get $10,340 and $7,760. Other clubs also expected to receive FIFA's Solidarity Fund are Sao Paulo Queens with $6,030, Pelican Stars with $4,310, Novio Queens with $3,450, Delta Youth Sports Academy with $3,450, Omidiro Babes with $2,590, Uwundu Academy, YSFON Queens, Clever Stars with $2,590 respectively, Abia Angels, Remo United Queens, Living Boot Academy also with $1,720, and Ibom Angels and C&C Sports Club club with $1,290 and $860 respectively. Super Eagles goalkeeper Maduka Okoye has signed a 2-year deal with Dutch Eredivisie club Sparta Rotterdam with an option for another 2 years. Okoye becomes the club's 5th signing after the arrival of Leonard Tai from PEC Zwolle, Michael Halen from FC Emmen and Reda Kachu from Telstar and Denzel Gravenberch from FC Dordrecht. He also becomes the 3rd Nigerian to feature for Sparta Rotterdam after Dele Adeleye and Sani Keita. Newsmen had in May reported that the 21-year-old keeper was on the verge of joining a top-flight team in Holland in a bid to gain first-team experience after seeing out his contract with Fortuna Düsseldorf, where he made 14 appearances, conceding 26 goals and keeping 2 clean sheets last season in the Regional Liga West Division. The Nigerian, who has 1 substitute appearance for the Eagles since joining the national team in 2019, is seen as a great talent with lots of potential according to Sparta Rotterdam's coach, Henk van Stie. Okoye is expected to compete for the first choice place with Benjamin van Leer, who returned from a season loan at Ajax. With that, we've come to the end of the news. A recap of the headlines. Oyo tertiary institutions commend Makinde over governing council appointment. And CBN moves to ban importation of maize. And on the foreign scene, United States Supreme Court allows federal executions to resume. On the world of sports, a 20 Nigerian women team receive $194,030 FIFA fund. Please do not forget to always adhere to COVID-19 safety measures. The news was compiled by Mobola Badekale. I am Olaide Amosi. Thank you for watching.